right, welcome back to another episode of Coffee with a Kick. I'm Hunter York, joined again by Zander Faley.
Guten Morgen.
Wow. Zander really liked those German jerseys, apparently.
No, I have a minor in German from college.
I took a little German once.
No, you didn't.
I learned like a couple words.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes.
Ich liebe dich nicht.
Yeah. For those who don't know what that said,
look
it up. It's Google Translate. All right, this week we're back to our regularly scheduled programming, if you can call it that. Going back to some EPL action this week. We're back from the international break.
Pretty big weekend.
Big weekend. We may be diving back into kit reviews, though, later, guys. Not this week.
Little tasty tidbit.
Yeah, a little teaser there. Do you
know what's teasing me today?
What?
My nice cup of Colombian.
Whoa.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a mocha frappe again today.
Yes,
They're
I know.
good.
Yeah,
They're
I saw
good.
the McDonald's bag.
The big M, not McDonald's.
McCafe.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag truth.
Not bad, though. It's not bad. Obviously, I wouldn't get it if it was bad. But
I would hope not.
Let's dive into these games. Kicking off October this weekend. Saturday, October 1st. Let's go to the early morning game. Arsenal v Spurs.
This is a top-of-the-table clash. I look back at this. Spurs unbeaten in their last 13 going back to last season. Their last loss was on April 16th, not including non-competitive games, friendlies and stuff.
Yeah.
Against Brighton Hove Albion, a 1-0 loss.
Who's in fourth currently.
So apparently it wasn't a bad loss.
Apparently not a bad loss at all.
But yeah, this is a big one. I mean, this is points up at the top of the table.
I mean, if you're Arsenal, this is the early season opportunity to
prove yourself.
Prove that you're here for real.
Yeah.
And with Tottenham, it's a great opportunity to get points on a potential top 4 rival for the rest of the season.
I mean, it'll put them in first, depending on what City does, but it'll put them above Arsenal for sure if they can pull off a dub.
Correct. I'm going to go ahead and say I think this one ends up like an exciting 2-2 draw.
That's exactly where it's going. I was going to say that as well, but, just for the sake of variety. I'm going to say Spurs 3-2.
Wow. Another Shilman Son hat trick, or does Harry Kane sneak in there?
I'd say it's actually a brace by Harry Kane with a Shilman Son 75th minute.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of late breaking.
Good shout. I think this is Gabriel Jesus weekend written all over it. I think he'll have 2 goals.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, don't think they'll win. I think it'll be 2-2. I think it'll be a great derby match.
Down there in good old London town.
Yeah, down in London.
Love it. London is in southern England compared to a lot of other parts of England.
It's like north for us, yes? Somewhat northeast?
No. I think it's
not directly east.
It's pretty much due east. You look at a map sometime, kid.
Yeah, I'll look at a map sometime. I often don't ever look at maps. All right, moving on to the Battle of the Bees. Bournemouth v Brentford.
At good old Vitality Stadium. You gotta love Vitality
good old
Stadium.
Vitality Stadium. We love talking about Vitality Stadium here.
Bournemouth, they are outperforming their goal difference. They are at a minus 13 goal difference somehow. And still...
8 points.
Yeah, on 8 points, which is kind of impressive to be that good and that bad at the same time.
Brentford is sitting in 9th with only 1 more point. So.
Yeah, it's really... There's a couple tiers here where there's a bunch of teams all grouped together. I mean, it's early in the season, so it's bound to happen.
Right.
But
I think this is a Brentford win. I do.
Go with the Brentford win.
This is an Ivan Toney show.
Let's see.
Trying to push for the England World Cup spot. That's what I'm thinking here.
That's good. Any particular scoreline?
I'm going to go...
I'm going
2-1. 2-1.
I'm going to go 1-1 draw here.
I'm going 2-1 here. 2-1 Brentford, obviously.
Yeah.
Not too much to say there.
This one will not be the one on the television for this time slot.
No.
This will not be on the television.
Moving on to the Battle of the Seas. B's to C's. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Back in London. Another London derby, if you will. This one's at Selhurst Park. So at Palace. Oh, I don't know. This one, I've been thinking about this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have.
I'm going to beat you to the punch at 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. I think it'll be 2-0 Chelsea.
Okay.
Because England just called up Mark Gully.
Absolutely.
Like
no, it sounds right. Sounds right to me.
Young Palace center back, so maybe that could spark him for the rest of the season.
Could be.
But I think it'll be 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea, probably so. I mean,
it's still Chelsea.
It's still Chelsea.
Despite everything that goes on.
You know, if they play Pulisic, they'll have a better shot. Also, we need the USMNT players to be playing better. It was bad couple matches over there during the international break. Don't really want to talk about it.
We gave up 2 goals, didn't score
Japan.
any.
Yeah, that is
didn't
true.
Didn't score any.
Yeah. Well, when you put in Jordan Morris over Josh Sargent.
Well, Jordan Morris over really anyone at this point.
Well, I think that's a tough one. Josh Sargent, Chris Wondolowski. Primetime Chris Wondolowski, not current.
Is there a primetime Chris Wondolowski? Like MLS?
Yeah, no, it's like any time that he wasn't playing for the USMNT was primetime Chris Wondolowski.
That's fair. That is fair. Sargent.
You gotta think Sargent.
I can't ever pick Wondolowski. Not skies it from 5 out in the Gold Cup.
I mean, he's actually being pretty productive for Norwich down in
Norwich.
Yeah, in Norwich. Listen, Norwich has been up recently in the EPL. They're down now. They might get back up eventually.
They may. I mean, there is certainly a shot.
I did see that apparently Jordan Morris is on loan to Swansea City currently.
Because of course.
Because why?
Because of course.
Because MLS is not on currently.
So now we're
Whatever.
We are at Fulham Newcastle.
Newcastle. Newcastle. They're having a tough time of it, I gotta tell you. They're winless in their last 6. They won the first match of the season.
Yeah, but they're rich.
Nothing since then.
They're rich, though. Like, I mean, when you're rich, you can just coast by. As a team who I may or may not support in life, may also be rich. So, it's an excuse early on, but I think they've invested their money well. I think they're still waiting for Alexander Isak to really take off and show his goal-scoring prowess. Now, I know he has scored, but he hasn't really shown that.
Do you think this is the one that breaks out?
I think it's an opportunity to. The problem is that Fulham has actually been all right to start the season.
I mean, up in 6, they're above Chelsea.
I don't know. I think this one's going to be a draw. I'm going 1-1 here.
1-1 draw?
1-1 Fulham Newcastle draw. That's what I'm going with here.
I don't know. I'm going to give this one to Fulham. I think they've just got a little bit more offensive juice going on right now. 2-1. 2-1.
2-1.
That feels right.
That feels right. That's good.
Yeah, it's a hangover from Dempsey all those years ago. Always got a soft spot for Fulham.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
Now here's exactly where these two teams would be placed here. Liverpool v Brighton at Anfield, so that's tough. And
who would have thought that Brighton would be ahead of Liverpool?
Let me throw these out there. 4th and 8th here, Liverpool and Brighton. Like, okay, so Liverpool up where they normally are, Brighton down where they normally are, 4th and 8th. No. BHA up in 4th. Like, I mean, they're at that second tier because you've got City and Arsenal and Tottenham up there at 17 and 18 points apiece. But there is a game in hand for Brighton Hove Albion on those teams. So they could get up
Liverpool does as well.
Well, but I'm talking about the top tier. So if they get this one in the books, they could be up there at 16 on equal matches. So they could. This is a big match for BHA here.
Do they have enough, though?
That's really the question. I mean, they've only given up 5 goals on the season so far. So if you're only giving up 5 goals in 7 matches, you don't have to do much on your own end.
Yeah. Everything in me wants to say, come on, Brighton, let's get this dub.
But Liverpool's only given up 6 and they've netted 15. So,
you know what? I'm going to call my shot.
Do it.
2-0 Brighton.
Whoa.
2-0 Brighton.
2-0 Brighton, really?
2-0.
No. I'm going to go 1-0 Liverpool, even though I hate it. Yeah, well, I mean... 2-0 Liverpool. I'm going to flip-flop.
Wow.
2-0 Liverpool.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is at Anfield.
Classless behavior.
It's at Anfield.
Well, let's move down to the St. Mary's Stadium at Southampton. Southampton
Lovely.
would be Everton. Are you an Everton fan too? Because
Timmy was there so long.
Timmy was there so
Tim
long.
Howard.
Landon Donovan was there for like a year.
Yeah, see, now that detracts it from you because of his late stage behavior, Landon Donovan.
What? He was so good. That's what I get
He
told.
was at one point, and then he wasn't, and he was like, I'm still that good. And we're like, no.
Landon.
No, you're not, Landon.
Landon, come on.
Landon, no.
Come on, buddy.
You should listen, Landon, come on.
Name like Landon. Makes you wonder what's going on with that guy. I mean, this is
it's just a barn burner here. This is going to be.
Well, this is just like your typical what you think of when you think of Premier League action.
That's right.
13th and 14th. Both have a negative goal difference.
Everton hasn't given up that much though. Only 6 goals on the season.
Draw, win.
Yeah. And Southampton will be looking to break a 2-game losing streak. I don't care about this match at all.
I'm going to call my shot.
I'm going
Everton 1-0 win.
Everton 1-0 win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go super snoozer and just 0-0 draw.
That is a snoozer, dude.
It really is. And my Wolves. Here we are.
The last match of Saturday.
At London Stadium.
West Ham v Wolves. West Ham, of course, hosting.
This is an important match for both these teams. They are down at the bottom of the table. They both need points. The question is, will they both get points, or will only one of them get points? That's
well, if we look at their recent form, they may both lose, which is impossible. So, never say never.
Okay, however, the Wolves played City last week, 2 weeks ago. So, you could basically throw that off the table. Essentially, they're unbeaten in 4 if you take that off the table.
Yeah, take that off the table.
Like, if the L wasn't there, then they're unbeaten in 4. So, obviously, Wolves 3-1.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
3-1.
3-1 Wolves.
I think this is a snoozer. I think it's a 1-1 draw.
I mean, that's probably more likely, but...
Yeah, well, you never know.
3 goals on the season for Wolves. They're going to double their production in this one match. I've seen Stranger Things.
Have you?
No, I actually haven't seen it. I haven't watched season 3 or 4. I stopped like halfway through 2.
Season 4 pretty good.
See, that's what I've heard.
It's pretty good. You should watch it.
Well, I've heard that the end of it is silly because they have to create a reason for a 5th season. Which they obviously hadn't planned
the last
for.
season.
Well, the 4th
season 5 will be the last season.
Now. Initially, it was planned for 4.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Before we move on to Sunday, okay? Before we get to the big one in my mind.
In everyone's mind.
And you could be a Leeds fan and be looking forward to Villa. But if you're trying to get yourself some kits for this season or any past season, head over to classicfootballshirts.co.uk.
You can see their beautiful website here.
Beautiful website right here. Zander's doing a slow scroll through it. The last time I got notes on this was that Zander said I talked way too much. So, going to condense it. You can use our affiliate links. You did. We can use our affiliate links. They're right there. Zander will have probably a pop-up on the screen or in the description if you're listening on a
podcasting. In the description.
Yes. Absolutely. In the description. YouTube in the description as well.
In the tweet.
In the tweets.
In the Facebook.
Yep.
In the whole bits.
All our social medias.
All the bits.
But head over there. They have tons of codes available for you to snag great deals on any kit you want. Right now I am wearing, you can't see this, but the new season long sleeve Manchester City away kit. I love this kit. Zander doesn't love it as much as I do.
It's fine. It doesn't really look like City for me.
I love it.
It's some sort of throwback.
It reminds me of some of our throwback kits. Yeah. You've seen them. The 2011-12 away kit was very similar to this. So I enjoy the black and red stripes.
You could probably go find a 2011-12 away kit.
I think you can.
There's a whole page for City.
Yeah. And
in fact, here it is right here.
Well, it's not just a page. It's many, many pages of great kits.
They can obviously see that. Look at all this glorious City.
Look at all that. So anyway, head over to classicfootballshirts.co.uk. Grab yourself some awesome kits. And if you snag one, let us know what it is. Tweet at us.
Send us a pic.
Yeah, dude. We want to see, of the kit.
Of the kit. We don't want to see your face in it. No faces.
No.
Just kits.
Just
On the floor.
kits on the floor.
Just kits on the floor.
Great.
That's it.
That's your homework assignment for the week. All right. Getting back to the EPL action. The big one. The Manchester Derby. I'm looking forward to it, Zander. I always am. It's at the Etihad.
Is that it? We'll get the one at their place later in the season because that's how the schedule works.
That is how the schedule works.
That is how the schedule works.
This is the only thing that worries me. United's in great form. They have won 4 of their last 5 matches. Mm-hmm. They look good. However,
the offensive production is lacking.
It is lacking. They've been a defensive... Since Lissandro Martinez came in from Ajax, he's actually been helping them a ton since... anyone's better than Harry Maguire, but he has helped solidify that defense. You got Rafa Varane back there.
I'm a big Harry Maguire fan. That's really rude.
Yeah, I don't care. You may be one of 3 people in the world that are big Harry Maguire
Well, then I'll
fans.
disavow him right here. I hate Harry Maguire.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. I just don't like where he plays.
No.
Or how he plays.
Harry Maguire, you can
Or anything about
jump
it.
in a creek.
Jump in a creek.
Yeah.
Be careful, though. But City, you can never count City out of a game. They've proven that for the last 10 years. Of course, the Aguero moment.
Classic.
Since then, and this season, City has been very second half heavy. When they start slow, we've been down to a few teams, and then then Haaland shows up.
Yeah, basically Haaland eventually wears you down.
Haaland wears you down.
He's going to get back there.
Goal.
He'll lull you to sleep right there, like in the 60-something minute, just not paying attention for half a second, and De Bruyne right up there.
I'm going to go 3-1 Man City, but we'll be down 1-0 at half. That's my prediction.
That seems actually rather plausible.
I know.
It seems rather plausible.
I watched way too much Manchester City football. And now that I've said all this, we'll lose 5-0 because that's just how it works.
I'm just going to go 2-0. Just a nice little 2-0.
City.
Just a 2-0 City. Nothing crazy.
That is crazy.
Nothing crazy.
You think the City back line's not going to allow a goal?
You've only given up 6 on the season so far.
6 in 7 games, man.
Sure, but that's tied for the fewest so far this season.
It's a leaky defense right there.
Well,
we'll move on.
Yeah.
That's the early matchup Sunday.
Why'd you guys get the early slot? Why can't we put that where people will actually be awake?
You're not going to be up for this?
I'll be at church.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just watch the game.
Yeah,
I'll be up. Leeds versus Aston Villa at Elland Road in Leeds. Who you got here, Zander?
Who have I got here? I'm going to go with Leeds because they have both Tyler Adams and Brendan Aronson.
And we have Jesse Marsh as head coach.
Oh, there
American-born head coach.
That's why we have the USMNT guys there. If you're picking out a rando team, maybe look at Leeds, guys. They're not the brightest bulb in the pack, but they're middle of the table, respectable, and they've got USMNT guys on the squad.
Fun fact, they're one of 2 teams with a 0 goal difference this season.
10-10. At least they've got production, though. 10-10. I don't know. What are you thinking here? What are you thinking?
I want to pull for Leeds. I do.
I do want to pull for Leeds.
I want to pull for Leeds. I think Villa, though, wins this.
Oh, dang. I was going to go 0-1 Villa.
I was going to go 1. Yeah, I was going to go 1-0. I'll switch it up since you said that. Leeds is going to win 2-1.
This is utter conviction from him.
They'll win. It'll be a draw 2-2.
2-2.
Keep that goal difference.
Just keep it right at 0. Just keeping it steady.
2-2.
Keeping it steady. And then we'll come back on Monday, recap, and hit all this. Whew! This is a real head scratcher here. I don't know. Who can lose worse? Leicester or Nottingham Forest?
Well, we can't get into this yet.
Can't get into it.
There's
too much to break down to get into this now.
I know personally I'm going to have to sit back.
Gonna crunch the numbers.
Well, I'm not a numbers guy. I'm a big film guy. I'm going to pull up every match, watch until Monday.
Oh, don't put yourself through that. Don't do that.
I won't even go just highlights. Whole film breakdown, whole match.
Regular speed?
Half speed.
Really digest it.
I'm just
You're a madman.
I'm a madman.
You're a madman.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of red down there for Leicester. That's at least 5 straight losses. Wouldn't be surprised if it were more.
Well, they haven't won, Zander.
It has to be. That's a lot. I mean,
they have literally lost 6, drawn 1.
And yet somehow Bournemouth still has a worse goal difference. The mysteries of life.
Mysteries of life. All right. Last thing we'll say here. If you want to pick up some quality boots, some retro boots, and some new ones, head over to ViegasFootwear.com. You can use code FBR10.
FBR10.
FBR10. That's the number 10. And you can snag yourself 10% off of any pair of boots, any order. That's a great deal.
There's a link in the description here. And after you're done picking up your kit, get a pair of matching boots over at ViegasFootwear.com.
Get some boots for a kickabout. You can get some for your new season. Maybe your training. Maybe you just want to get the snazziest pair you've been looking for a while. Much like I did. I've been looking for a pair of Hyper Venoms, Phantom 1s for a while, and I picked them up from Viegas Footwear. Great deal. And I've worn them a few times. Whew.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Come on. One of the best boots of all time. I'll go out there and say it.
Okay. Listen.
So if you want to snag some, we got links. We have the code FBR10.
FBR10.
And you can snag some great deals on boots. So, Zander, we're coming back Monday. We're going to be talking about Leicester City and the barn burner that is that
Leicester
match.
in Nottingham. Breaking down, hopefully, perfect scores on all of our matches. We disagreed on so many of them that it's impossible for us to both be right.
That's true.
That's great.
I also want to point out, and Zander told me not to, but we will, that if you saw our kit rankings for the World Cup,
we were a little harsh on Denmark.
We were very harsh on Denmark.
Listen, an F is only the worst.
It's only the worst. Turns out there were some really deep meanings behind those designs.
Basically, it was a protest by Hummel, their kit brand, on the
working
forced
conditions.
labor. Yeah, the forced labor from Qatar building all their stadiums in the 1,000 million degree heat in the middle of a desert.
So we didn't know that till Hummel put out something about it.
After we recorded.
Or
at least it became more widely known after we recorded.
So,
listen, we did say the blacks were cool.
Guys, we said those were cool. The alternate kits were cool.
The blacks are cool. The alternates are cool. Home and away, they're still an F.
I disavow from those rankings and pull mine away so that Xander's the only one who gets canceled.
I said on the pod, whatever. I said on the pod if they include the other ones, they might get up to a D. I'll put them up at a D.
That's very noble of you, Zander.
I'm nothing.
I have withdrawn my name.
He has totally revoked everything. I'm going to remake it in my own image.
No. Everything else is perfect. Just that is we disavow. I disavow.
He disavows.
I disavow. So anyway, that wraps up this episode of...
You can check out that episode here and here.
Oh, there and there. Okay.
Yeah.
But that wraps up this episode with Coffee with a Kick. I've been Hunter York. I've been joined by Zander Fadley.
I will still be Zander Fadley. I don't know what he's planning on doing.
Just shortening the name. Hunter Yo or something.
Okay, that's the part you're going to shorten.
Yeah,
okay.
The last thing.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some soccer. And as always, see you. Cut that.
No,
Cut that.
I'm just going to...
See you next time, guys.
Bye.